Inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Thomas. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll go with Murphy here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Murphy going to try the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
That's not good enough, man.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Murphy. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here because you know he wants to go out there and contribute, but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying I believe more in my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making. Now they've got it 1st and goal after that conversion. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Jackson. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Thomas. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Shaw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Thomas. That is caught at the 7.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Bolden brings it in, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because it's been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Check. Hey, Mike, 20.
Back to throw. Shaw got his man complete over the middle. It's Townsend. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with Murphy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Here's Murphy. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to pitch out to Murphy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Thomas. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, it's Murphy. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the bootleg. Thomas. Going right side. He finds Slayton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Thomas. He finds his man. Complete. It's Moore. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The Chicago offense set to get started. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll run on 1st down. Beasley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Powers through and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Shaw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, Thomas. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Thomas. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, Shaw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Shaw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Thomas looking left side. That's caught by Moore. first down. It's Murphy. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and 7.
57. Mike, 57.
Back to throw. Thomas. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So not only the cough-up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
They run on first down with Jackson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now Thomas from the gun on third down.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
To throw is Thomas on first down.
That's Gallup on the slant.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That ball caught by Slayton.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Thomas. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now here's Murphy. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Thomas. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. Former number 2 pick Zach Wilson with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bills locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Sim's going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
49.
Throwing on first down. Shaw, complete here to the right to Bolden. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
On second down, Beasley, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Beasley, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Beasley. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Shaw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They run with Murphy to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Murphy again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Thomas to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Thomas on 1st and 10. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, it's Murphy. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Looking to throw. Thomas. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On 1st down, Shaw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shaw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Shaw. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. On play action, Shaw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight end. 4 down, check. 4 down. Mike's 49.
Back to throw again.
Hey, alert 3.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. On 1st and 10, Shaw. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Shaw. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll make it 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Heavy. Watch the backfield.
Looking to throw. Shaw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Mike's 49.
Back to throw. Shaw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on off.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On the draw, Murphy. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun. Thomas. Over the middle, complete. That's Murphy.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Thomas. Throwing on 1st down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down now, it's Murphy. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Thomas now off the bootleg. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Shaw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Play action. Shaw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Shaw. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. offense ready to go again. Their defense accomplished fourth quarter lead.
There, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Thomas. To throw on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Moore.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a difference.
In this second half, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thomas. Again, he finds Moore. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense
Away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
to throw on 2nd down. Shaw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 49 the mic. 49 the mic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. So now the Eagles down by 5, and time a huge factor. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a 2nd time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watch
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give right side. Beasley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Beasley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So that'll back him up 5.
Still 30.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans are the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves on. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.